Okay, recording entry number 10. I had previously already recorded an entry number 10 with this camera. It's the same kind, the original, well not, it's my original that I was using before besides my laptop camera. And for some reason, look, it works just fine. But while I was recording entry 10, for some reason it just shut off on me. The batteries are still at full actually. And I can't scroll through the videos. And I can't shut it off after I do this either. I have to literally remove the batteries to shut it off. Put it back in, turn it back on again, turns on, leave it alone, turn it off by itself, turn it right back on again. You can zoom in, zoom out, press the delete button so I could delete the footage, but I won't. And like I can't scroll through or even watch the video. If I press the watch button, it freezes at the current frame. It just says ready, and then it stops and doesn't do anything. So I'm assuming I haven't dropped it or anything. It hasn't gotten wet. Nothing happened. I'm assuming the data is corrupted or something. So the camera's not working. This is the exact same kind I'm using currently. I had to, just in case something like this happened. So this one's currently out of the picture. Yeah. Cycling pictures, screensaver. So I went under the bridge with that one, searched around. A lot of the tags are actually really badly faded, and some of them are gone, as if they were painted over. But the one that I had found under there that led me to not go back for so long, you know, the Slenderman tag is still as bright and black as it ever was. Some of the drippings look like they went away too, like someone fixed it up a little. So it's been just about 2 nights restlessly, no sleep. But every day, as soon as the sun rises, I don't feel tired. Then at night, I'm exhausted but can't sleep. I think it's about time to get back in the saddle and get back to hunting. So break up the knife again. But remember, the whole last whiles I've been only referencing mostly to marble hornets, and lately I've been watching everything else and reading blogs and studying, lots of studying and learning, and it seems to me I have a bigger problem on my hands if I get involved than I did ever think I had before. Because before I had no reason to be afraid, because I didn't really think there was much to be afraid of other than a guy who stands outside your window. But I see his effects and the things he can really do and learn, and I experience true fear and it chills, but leads me to keep going. And definitely this is beyond my control. And I was texting real late at night with who I call my wife. I love her so much. And we were, texting because, like, late at night, and I kind of stopped texting because I fell asleep around 2:30, and about 3 or so, the phone, I guess I was laying on top of it, and I got a text vibrating with my back, woke me up, and I explained to her my dream, and she was all cuddly, lovey-dovey about it, all like, aw, nightmare thing. But I gave her the bottom line that I explained it in best detail as I could to keep it short in a text message. I could expand upon it here. Exactly what I told. Actually, I think it's still on my phone. Just hold on a second. Wait, what time am I at? 5 minutes. Plenty of time. No, it'll be in set. No, fucking hell. Damn voicemail. I still don't have one set up either. Okay. hold on. It comes in a kind of series of texts. At first she had asked me how I slept, and I said, I don't think you can see that. It says, lol, terrible nightmare. And she was all like, oh man. So this says, she wanted me to explain the dream. So what I said was, lol, super happy smiley face. Okay, dark forest looking area as far as I could see. And for what seemed like forever, shitty, speech here, I was staring at some very tall, skinny, pale man in a suit and tie. He was standing still and looking out and holding out his arms, and soon all I could see was a blurry reddish black. I opened my eyes, and the man had me by the neck. He had many arms, and he was about to do what seemed to be choking me, and then the phone went off and woke me up. That's what I wrote. I could probably elaborate. So, let's put this as distracting. Pretty much what I said, I can explain the dream better now. The way I remember it started is I kind of opened a door and shut it. It was just an empty door frame. How original, right? But it seemed to have appeared in the dream. I opened the door on the other side, kind of dark red, like blackish red blur, and dark forest with lots of big foliage and trees that all sprawled and evil looking everywhere. It's the first dream in months that not months, I mean weeks that I've had like this. But whatever. I was looking at crap all night anyway. Could have been easily induced by that. But back to the dream. Okay, so, and I took like maybe 5 steps into the forest, and then he kind of like just appeared out of the ground. Black suit, tall, slender man. Opens his arms. More arms come out of his back, waving around. And I kind of like closed my eyes for a sec, and just blurry black, veiny, scenario. Then I opened my eyes, he's kind of like, with his arm, got me by the throat, and I'm just kind of like kicking, at him to put me down. And he kind of tightens his grip just as I lose my breath. The phone goes off, I wake up, almost roll out of the bed in a sweat. Choking down like sweat. I could have swore it felt like I was choking myself in my sleep. And the whole next 5 minutes, the conversation explaining, as I explained the dream, I had this urge to seriously just turn on the TV and stare. And the night before, like last night, but not this, like last night, right, for the next night before that, we have cable, so, but there was no rain. It was like, we're actually kind of in a kind of droughtish kind of thing where we're not getting any rain, and if we do, it's like heavy ass rain. And otherwise, there's no rain at all. We've been dry for weeks. Oh, but it seems like weeks, and everyone's asleep. It's like maybe like 4:30 a.m. and we're just kind of sitting up watching TV. First night without sleep for a while, just watching the TV, and it kind of breaks off the static for like half a second, turns back on, and 5 seconds later stays at static for like half a minute. I'm trying to like bang on the TV, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Goes off. I was watching some scary movie on Sci-Fi. So, I don't know. It wasn't even all that scary. It was mediocre at best. It was sucked. Some monster movie from Japan. I think it was Mothra, I think of it. It sucked. It was terrible. But it was interesting to watch. But then more of it started messing up, and eventually the TV started changing colors while in static. I just shut the TV off, turned on my iPod, went on the computer, started looking up crap again. Did not go to sleep. Didn't really care about this at the time, but I've just now noticed how weird it was. This is not under my pillow ever, but I keep it folded out like this, so it's just grab it over here. I kind of keep that going all night on the charger. It actually kind of fucks with me here and there, especially when that picture's showing up. Yeah. So, and as to the footage on here, it's gone. I could probably try plugging this in, take it off there, and if I can, I'll upload that too. This goes first.